Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button. If you're not new, welcome back to another video. Today is a girl talk video, so if you're not a girl, click off the video. This video is not for you. I'm sorry, but the video is not for you. It's for my girlies. So yeah, and I have 3 segments. Also, this girl talk video stuff is going to become a series where I talk about different stuff, and we talk about it as a whole, and y'all get to comment down below what y'all have to say about the certain stuff we talk about in the girl talk videos. Sometimes we might have me just by myself, and sometimes we might have somebody as a guest. So the first segment for this video is relationships. This is my first relationship, like first boyfriend, girlfriend. So it's just like very unreal sometimes for me, because I'd be like, oh, I'm actually somebody's girlfriend. But then sometimes I'd be like, I'm his girlfriend. Like, what am I talking about? Like, this is, you know, but it'd be unreal sometimes because I didn't think I would actually get to this point, you know what I'm saying? It'd be surprising to me sometimes, like, okay. I have had talking stages, and I really, that's another thing I feel like about relationships. I feel like we need to stop the talking stage and just make it, I don't know what to make it, because people be trying to take advantage of other people during the talking stage and be trying to manipulate and make you feel like you delusional. No. The first thing for relationships is have a life outside of your partner. This means that you cannot make your life about that person. Have a life outside of your partner, because if you just make it feel like everything's about them, when they're not able to be around, or when y'all not in a good space and you're by yourself, that's when you feel the most lonely, and that's when you feel like everything's falling. But the reason why you're so attached is because you don't have a life outside of that person. Like, have your goals, have everything set up. Don't just make your life and your time and energy about one person, because it's not going to work out for either one of you, because it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all for anyone to have their life based on another person. The second one for relationships is be transparent. Being transparent, I just feel like you have to be, because I know a lot of females, you know, from female to female, we are not the most transparent. We're not. We know we're not very transparent unless you are a very blunt person. But most females, we like to let our partner try to figure us out. Honestly, some people do not think like that, and you have to stop thinking people are thinking like that, because when you think people thinking they're calculating everything in their head to see what's wrong with you, it's not gonna work. So you have to be transparent. You have to say how you feel, and you have to be honest about how you feel in every situation, no matter the cost. Because if you just decide to beat around the bush or sugarcoat everything, it's not completely honest, and it makes it worse than lying. And this can be used in friendships and relationships, because in a lot of friendships, you need to be transparent to be able to understand what's wrong with each other and to be able to continue a friendship. But relationships, it's very important, like I said, because a lot of females, like me, myself, because I'm working on it, we are not as transparent, and we like for people to try to figure us out. But people are not mind readers. Not everybody knows what's going on inside your head. So you have to be able to be transparent. And, you know, just don't think people can read your mind, you know, because it's not like that. That's not how the world works. So this is another one. Stop thinking love is a weakness. A lot of people do not know how to receive love. So when they get it, they abuse it. They don't realize that person was really down for me until later on, because they realize that it's other people that's actually not ish. Like, they're really the dirt upon the shoe. Like, they really not like that other person, because that person really treated you well, and you did that person dirty, so now you getting the karma back. The more you think your love that you give out is a weakness, it makes you weak, because now you're on the same path as everybody else, and you don't want to be like everybody else. Your love is a strength. When you're able to give and receive love, it's a powerful thing. And trust me, it really is. And a lot, like, I used to think me being able to love so hard was so stupid, and it's a weakness. But it's not. It's really people that you were talking to, or people that made you feel like that was a weakness. That's their real weakness. They don't know how to attain love. They don't know how to give it. They don't know how to receive it. They just don't know what to do with love, because they never had it. So when they first get a grasp of it, it's like, they love me. Let me abuse it for real. So for anybody, for any girl, you know, that's out here and you in a talking stage and you feel like your love is the weakness and they're making you feel like you being able to love them is weak, leave them now. This is your wake-up call. Leave them now. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, that is not the weakness. They the weakness. They're the weak link. Match energy that's given. If somebody's giving you 50, give them 50 back. And if you a little petty, give them 25. Don't ever overdo energy that's not given to you. Like, I used to do that all the time. I used to feel like my energy, the energy that I gave was too much for people that gave me the minimum. And I mean, almost under the minimum. I feel like I gave a lot of people energy that did not deserve that energy from me, because a lot of people should never even met me. Let's be for real. You shouldn't even have been in my presence. If you show anything that you're just gonna take anything, they're gonna take that and they're gonna abuse it. For friendships, first one is, it's okay to separate or fall apart. And I mean this in the most friendly, like, cool way. It is okay to fall out with friends and separate. You develop different personalities and you develop your true self over time. And you'll realize eventually, once you hit a certain age, you'll realize, oh, we're not the same no more. Me and you, we don't hit the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? We're not thinking the same. I know a lot of people say opposites attract, but when friendships, it's really not good for opposites to attract. It's really not. And you will realize that a lot of friends that you had that you thought you was gonna have forever, they're gonna go. People used to tell me that all the time, and I was just like, oh, but we're gonna be friends forever. This person understands me, this person gets me, this person got my back. And then you're just like, one day you're just like, I don't feel like you got my back. Like, I don't feel like we're meant to be friends anymore. Like, you know, and it's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's literally nothing wrong with it at all. It's just, you gotta be prepared to leave and separate as friends. A lot of people look at it as like, oh, this person don't like me, so I gotta beef with this person. It don't even gotta be no bad blood, you know what I'm saying? Just, you grown apart and it's not time, it's time for the season to end. Like, my mom be like, it was a season, it's coming to an end. Like, I had a lot of friendships come to an end, the end of their seasons, and it hurt. I ain't gonna lie, when it hurt losing like some of the people that I thought was gonna be forever, it's freaking crazy, because it's like, that hit worse than relationships sometimes, because it's like, I didn't expect for that to happen. But it is what it is. Like, there's nothing wrong with falling apart or even like growing apart. You just have to be mature enough to understand that we still have love for each other. We just don't talk. Try to see stuff from their perspective, because sometimes you be in the wrong. A lot of people, they be like, oh, they did me dirty, they don't understand, blah, 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 blah. But me personally, I always try to see it from another person's point of view, because it don't make sense for you to only see it from your point of view and not their point of view, because then you don't understand why they're upset. You gotta understand all aspects of a situation, and to do that, you gotta look at it from everybody's perspective. So you gotta put yourself in their shoes. If you did something wrong, and then you seen their reaction, all you gonna feel is what they did, not what you did. So now you gotta look at it from their perspective to see, okay, this is why they did this is how they reacted, blah, 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 blah. Because friendships, they are very rare. Good friendships are very rare. Like, ones that you know, like, there's nothing, you know? And I've had very rare friendships. And I do feel like every so often I grow out of friendships, but it's not because I don't like the person no more. It's just like, we don't talk, or people are busy, or, you know, we just don't have the same things in common no more. We just don't hit on the same wavelength. We don't hit the same thought process. So sometimes you grow apart from other people, but that doesn't mean that's not, you know. And put yourself in their shoes all the time, like I said, just to make sure you understand, okay, they might be feeling this way, though, because I feel this way. Well, how do they feel? You know what I'm saying? You know, look at how you're coming off and how you would feel if somebody came off like that to you. Oh, my God. This is a big one. This is the big one for friendships. This is Don't expect yourself from others. Do not, like I said, do not expect yourself from others. Do not. You don't want to expect yourself from others, because it's going to make you end up with disappointment. The more you expect yourself from others, the more disappointed you're going to be every time you get into it with somebody, or if you know, anybody in general, strangers, friendships, anything. Do not expect yourself from others, because those people are not like you. I'm a very considerate person, in my opinion. I'm a very considerate person. I feel like every time I do something, I'm very considerate with everybody. And I don't want to say like, I will say not everybody is as considerate as I think they would be. Because the way I'm considerate, I would expect others to be considerate. And it's not like, it's like, okay, if I would go out my way to do this for you, you know, or if I'm doing something and I want everybody included, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. And it's like, but if somebody go do something, don't always expect them to put you in the loop. What you would do, others would not do. Sometimes people aren't even thinking on that type of thing. Like, people don't even think like that all the time. That's why I say, like, I can't expect myself from others no more, because the more I do that, the more disappointed I turn out to be every time. And even when it comes down to like your honesty or anything like that, you don't want to expect yourself from others, because other people are not like you. You know, don't expect everything from everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody different, everybody got their own type of principles and stuff. Don't expect yourself from everybody, because everybody's not like you. Self-love, self-care. I feel like self-love is very explanatory. Just, you know, it's very much about loving yourself and just having, you know, some respect for yourself in all of them aspects. Only one you. And what that means is that, like, it's only one of you. It's only one, like I said, it's only one Christian in the world. Like, this body, this personality. It's only one of me. You have to be very appreciative to be your one. You're rare. You're very special because you're your own person. There's never going to be another you. You know, there might be another person named Christian, but is they Christian? Are they me? No. They're not me. So you have to be appreciative of who you are and understand that you're a rare person. You're rare. You're very special. Every person is special in their own way, and there's never going to be another you. There can't be another you. So you have to be you. You got to remember to just be yourself and not try to fit in with everybody else, because like I said, like, you want to be a copy and paste of everybody else when you could just be you, an original. Yeah, be yourself. Like, it's only one you, so don't try to be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? This is my favorite quote. I got this from Mona Leo. It's a marathon, not a race. Okay, and what this means is that all your success, all the things you're working towards, do not compare yourself towards others, and don't try to compete with everybody else. Because in your mind, if you're trying to compete with everybody else and everybody ahead of you, that's going to make your whole process, your hope, your faith, everything's going to decrease, because you're so worried about the next person. But if you look at it like, well, yeah, it's a marathon, I'm keeping myself pushing. A marathon is, everybody can be in the marathon, but everybody goes at their own pace. And it's not a race, it's not a competition. It's not where, oh, you get first place, second place, third place. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's more of like, oh, you made it. Good job. You made it. Good job. You made it. Good job. It is not a race. And some people are looking at everything like a race, and it's not. I'm in a marathon. Like, with my channel, it's a marathon, not a race. I always remember that, because I see a lot of channels like growing faster than mine ever was. I've been doing YouTube since middle school days, and when I seen that lately, no shade towards nobody, but lately everybody's been starting YouTube channels. Like, a lot of people are starting YouTube channels, and I'm sometimes like, people in my area, people on the internet, everybody's starting to do YouTube channels. And it's kind of, sometimes it's insulting. I've been doing this for so long, and when I was doing it when I was younger, I was getting picked on for it. I got embarrassed for it because I had like 10, 14 subscribers, and people would just make fun of me because it just wasn't like, I wasn't high enough yet. I didn't have 1,000. I ain't had none. I had 14, and they were all friends. Like, you know, and some of my friends wouldn't even subscribe to my channel because it was no faith at that point. But it's like, now everybody want to do a YouTube channel. It's kind of insulting me, because I'd be like, okay, yeah, like, I support, like, you know, I want everybody to do what they want to do in life, because this is what you want to do in life. But I don't like when mentally in the back of my head, I was getting picked on for this, and now everybody's doing it. now it's a trend. And sometimes I do compare myself. I'd be like, damn, their channel's moving faster than mine ever was when I first started. But I gotta realize, like, it's a marathon, not a race. You can't compete with everybody, and you don't want to compete with everybody. You want to be your own wave. You want to be on your own self. Like, we just hit 800 freaking subscribers, and I never even knew I was going to be capable of doing that. So it's just like, we actually are moving as a channel, and it's great for me. So just to see the channel even moving a little bit gets me excited. It's just something I've always been interested in. So, you know, like I said, it's a marathon, not a race. When you learn to just have a pace and move at your own pace within yourself, you'll be good. You'll be fine. And not compare yourself, because that's where you hurt yourself when you compete. You constantly compete, you're gonna constantly fail, because you're in your head, you're trying to compete with the next person, and probably in their head they're competing with you. That's what makes it even worse. You can't compete with each other. You can't. You really can't. It's a marathon, not a race. Always remember that, y'all. It was the best quote I ever heard from a female rapper. It's a marathon, not a race. And I love that. Shout out Mona Leo. Last thing for love yourself, self-love. Learn to love yourself before you love others. Everybody knows this, but I'm gonna tell y'all again, love yourself before you love others, because if you don't know how to love yourself, you're never gonna know how to love others. You must love yourself to be able to love other people, because if you, like, this is the same thing I said earlier. If you make all your love and your life about one person, and that person just decides they don't want to be with you no more and they leave you, you're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna end up hating yourself. You're gonna end up wanting to hurt yourself, make it seem like you're a problem in every situation, when you're not. When you have self-love and people leave, you will have it'll be hurt, it will step back, but you won't be as damaged. You won't be damaged really at all, because you have love for yourself, and you don't need to depend on nobody else for that love, because you got it within yourself. For life. That is the end of our girl talk today, guys. Like, girl talk was really emotional, but also fun, and also very motivational. Like, get up, do what you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Next girl talk though will be how to leave a toxic relationship, and how to detach yourself from somebody you've been attached to for a long time. In the phases, so I want to talk about that. I actually do, and I might even have Traylon as the guest, since we both experienced like a toxic situation and we had to detach ourselves from it. So yeah, we're gonna definitely do a video of that. And I just want to say thank you everybody who subscribed to the channel. Like I said, we did hit 800 subscribers. I forgot to tell that in this video too. I've been saying it in like a lot of the videos lately, so I just want to make sure y'all all know that I appreciate every single one of you that subscribe to the channel and put in work for the channel. Views, likes, subscribers. I love it. I love it all. So thank you for everyone supporting my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with a video. Grrr, bow!